Hi friends, welcome back to Alice Playworld, bringing some more Heroes of the Storm. Today we're playing Tychus, a long last. Let's get into it.
It's about time.
Welcome to the Curse Hollow. Enemy team Lunara, Zagara, Asmodon, Gaslo, Murky. Friendly team Thrall, Illidan, Abathur, Hammer, and Tychus. Alright, I'm gonna be perfectly honest with you guys. I have no idea what I'm doing. I haven't played Tychus in such a long time that I'm just gonna be winging it. I feel like this is gonna be fun. The first time we're gonna be picking out, I think we're gonna go for a Q build. So armor piercing rounds, overkills damage to the primary target increases by 20%. We're gonna be trying to focus on that. Of course, our abilities are as follows. Our trait is called Minigun. Our attack speed increases the longer that you attack, becoming fully wound up after 4 basic attacks. It lasts for 3 seconds. Tychus is the fastest auto attack champion in the game after you get that ability up. He is, of course, called Run and Gun. We charge forward and wind up our minigun, which allows us to shoot and scoot rather effectively. Our W ability is called Frag Grenade, throws damage and knocks people back. And our Q ability, Overkill, deals damage to the target and damage to nearby targets over 5 seconds. Reactivate to select a new target, and of course we can move and use abilities while channeling. This is the main thing that we want to try to keep an eye on. And in the top lane, we're going to be with Illidan, which is a convincing combo if we can get an early jump on somebody. Of course, one of the biggest problems is that Illidan going a little aggressive right there, so we're going to try to come in here and poke as best we can. Asmodon, the moment he gets out of position, we're going to go as aggressive as we can. There we go. Just trying to do as much damage and then just focusing our ability here into the middle. You can see they're fairly effective to use that Q, do a little bit of damage. We're going to go ahead and engage him Murky, trying to force the early bubble and just try to punish them. Of course, we also got to get in here. One of the cool things about our stuff is that we can actually do quite a bit of damage. Great body blocks there by Illidan. We're doing tons of damage, and we're going to go ahead and throw the Frag Grenade on top of that, picking up the kill on Asmodon earlier on. Sorry, what I was going to say, we can actually do the pufferfish thing on Murky rather effectively because it takes 3 auto attacks, and we are really quick at doing that. Let's go ahead and throw yet another Frag Grenade there, trying to get the punishment going on Murky as early as possible, trying to make sure we clear out the lane, and of course, trying to switch here or not at all. They're trying to do, apparently you can't switch targets to the pufferfish with the Q. That's quite alright. That's fine. For now, we'll just be content doing a little bit of damage. Look, the friendly team picks yet another kill. And I'm actually going to hit up back and hit up the healing well. Tychus is really fragile, even though he doesn't look it. If I stay out here, I get dunked and laser by Asmodon. It might be a bad sign. Of course, Illidan doing a good job of rotating. And now we have Asmo back here yet again. So we'll do precisely that, throwing out a Frag Grenade, doing a little bit of damage. I should have probably waited on him until he has the damage that we need to, but it's quite alright. We're going to just go ahead and let this lane get pushed a little bit. We're waiting for the friendly team to get a good rotation, and then as soon as that happens, we're going to go as aggressive as we can on Asmodon. Pick up the kill on Murky right there, just because he was easier to pick up, and Asmodon now knows that Illidan's back, so he's not going to be as gallant, as obvious as before. Of course, Murky is down here. Let's go ahead and pick up a ton of damage right there on him. We're not going to chase as aggressively as he should, because, of course, we're going to take a lot of damage. That laser did quite a bit on our friendly Illidan, but he's able to walk away. We're going to also do the same. He does not have a healing well, so we're going to have to stay up here and grab experience, even though we do lose Thrall. 2 green people dying, Gasol on the enemy team as well, somewhere down there in the bottom. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be Pray and Spray. Overkill's range increased by 15%. This is going to help us out significantly. Let's get out of here. I was not able to really do the pufferfish any damage, and we're going to throw a grenade there to pick up a kill, but I am very low on health and mana, so I'm going to have to back away. I was trying to hold the lane. I'm going to be very, very late for this tribute. Hopefully the friendly team will rotate fast enough. However, Zagara staying down there in the bottom lane, which means Abby, well, I mean, Abby's still sucking up experience, but he's getting pushed a little bit, and of course now Murky doing a good job of going there, picking up that aggressive stance. It looks like Illidan already engaging, Hammer getting himself in position, and it looks like the enemy team not really reacting. We might be able to pick up this tribute after all. Asmodon a little bit overextended here in the top lane. Again, we're going to try to go as aggressive as we can on him, trying to pick as much damage as possible, and a good grenade there at the end. Switching targets here to Murky, we do pick up the kill eventually. We take a lot of licks from that tower, though, doing it, which is a little bit of, not really what we wanted. And for now, of course, we gotta walk away. Even hit up that healing. Well, remember, Asmodon's dunks suck, and Murky will come back to life relatively quickly, so we gotta make sure we're not being too aggressive there. Gasol going down yet again. How many deaths is that, buddy? That is 3 times already by the 3-minute mark. That is devastating, Mr. Gasol. It looks like we're gonna be able to do quite enough damage there to Murky to sweep this push, and then shove that back, and of course we're now going to go ahead and try to pick up the kill in the pufferfish so anything scary happens. And we're just going to do as much damage as we can on Asmodon, trying to continue to harass him, trying to keep on top of him as much as we can, trying to just chase him. Look at that damage right there. Tons of damage. Great body block by Illidan, and we're just going to pick up a kill right here. We're going to corner him, shoot him in the face, and that is all she wrote. I am actually going to kill that little guy right there. I did not appreciate that at all. It looks like the tribute is spawning on the bottom middle, so we're going to rotate it right now. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be I'm thinking at this time, I think I need first aid. I think this is unnecessary. I feel like I'm taking a lot of unnecessary damage because of the fact that I'm so sloppy with Tychus. So it'll go a long way to make us a little bit more viable. Of course, Illidan running into a little bit of trouble right there. We're going to go behind him. Great engagement right there on this Lunara. We're going to be able to do a ton of damage. Pick up the kill on him almost immediately. And now, of course, throwing the grenade right there. We're taking Murky. He's going to get body blocked. We're going to take a lot of damage. We're going to pop that first aid. This is what we spec for it. I'm going to pick up a kill yet again. And the front team secures the tribute. And now we go here in the middle and clearing out this lane as aggressively as we can, trying to get as much damage on these minions as possible to make sure the lane is getting pushed the correct way. Of course, in the top lane, we have a pretty scary thing going on. We're going to try to rotate. Illidan already there. Abathur forced back. Can we get a double kill? If we can get another kill on Gasol, that'd be big. However, Illidan taking a lot of damage, is forced back almost immediately, and we're going to go here on Gasol, taking a lot of damage from us. He's going to get completely blown up, and now we're going to go aggressively against Murky. Big engagement right here. Let's go ahead and get out of the way as we're taking a lot of slime damage, but we did the damage that we needed to. Gasol is dead. The fort is safe, and of course now we got to back home to make sure he gets some health. Illidan should be fine here as long as he's careful about that big mule at the moment. That's going to be a big deal in the game. It looks like Tychus is going to be okay at the end, and that's us. Yeah. Look. Okay, so Murky's going to back away. Illidan has enough health, and now we're going to head to the next tribute. The bottom lane getting pushed severely here by Zagara, which might be a concern. But at the moment, if we can get this, it's going to be a curse. It's going to put a little bit of a break on all of our issues. Of course, this Murky in a lot of trouble right there. Let's go ahead and throw a grenade. It's going to pick up a kill almost immediately and get ourselves in a good position to begin contesting this tribute. The friendly team nowhere to be found, but Asmodan right here. Let's go ahead and engage on him if we can. Trying to get as close to them as possible. Throwing that grenade to make sure we dissuade that. We do secure the kill almost immediately. He thought he was going to be able to trade there, but now we're fine. Let's go ahead and just grab it. He did waste his mine out of sight, which is a good thing for me because I will be able to secure this tribute. That is, oh, that was really close. That was really close to a curse. The enemy team doing a good job of poking, and it looks like they're going to head back here in a second, though. Hammer in a pretty good spot to cover us. That is a curse. That gives us breathing room. Time to push that bottom lane severely, and we're level 10. Time to pick up the Draken Laser Drill. We're actually level 11. I should have done that a while ago, but, you know, we didn't need it. It was fine. And the reason why we're going with this over the Odin is because we're going for a Q build, and if you go into the Odin, we can't use those abilities, so we're sort of gimping ourselves out. This sort of lets us to be as aggressive as we need to be, and at the same time allows us to position ourselves a little bit better, because again, we're getting very, very squishy. The Odin can be taken down relatively easily. It's no longer a second health, but that it used to be in the days of yore when people were really all about Tychus. Alright, we did push out this bottom lane quite severely. Might be able to get a kill on a key, but Hammer getting pushed down there in the middle. It looks like we're rotating at the moment with the friendly thrall. Illidan, the melee cleave gank squad is real. We're going to try to go as aggressive as we can right here in the back lane onto Asmodan if we can. Of course, this Murky doing a good job of sort of annoying us. We're going to go as aggressive as we can. There we go. Great little body block. We pick up the kill on Illidan. Switch right there to Murky. He's going to take a lot of damage. Waiting for his little bubble to fade off. We're going to do a little bit of auto attack, pick up the kill right there, popping that first aid as fast as possible, run and gun, and then we leave the laser behind us just to cover our retreat in case scary things happen. But the friendly team in a little bit of a scary spot right there. Let's go ahead and back away, I think, as this is really not worth it anymore. Gasol's doing a good job of defending the top lane. So we did get a curse, only one forward, not the greatest moment there for the friendly team. But this laser, at the very least, slowing them down. They did not pick up a kill on us, and it looks like we're going to be okay. The next time we're going to be picking up, I don't know why Hammer did that. That was really silly. Let's go ahead and get it here on Lunara. Try to do a little bit of damage and dissuade the push, and then maybe even throw a grenade right there just to make sure she knows what's up. The next time we're going to be picking up is going to be... We're going to pick up late rain. Yeah, I guess we should. Applying a slack and slow up to 20% on overkill is going to be pretty good for letting our melee guys get in there and do all the damage we do. We do have 15,000 damage done. Leading the pack right now, 13 kills to 1. I think we're going to fall off a little bit the longer this game goes, but for now, it feels pretty good. For now, it feels appropriate. We're going to be able to do a ton of damage here, clear out the lane as quickly as possible, and of course, throw out some more grenades if we need to. Big, scary stuff going on here. It seems like it. So we'll go ahead and engage right there on Murky. Gonna take about a little bit of damage, and as soon as he's back, big grenade out. No need, as Illidan picks up the kill right there. Maybe even, pick up some damage right there on Lunara. Let's go ahead and pop that first stage. She's taking so much damage from the overkill, and the slow was so real. She really can't do anything about it. We blow her up almost immediately. The friendly team coming in for the assist. The enemy team not really knowing what to do, as they were all spread out, and it meant either committing 100% of the resources to that one fight they were not going to win, or letting Lunara just get toasted on her own. It looks like, yet again, another rotation to the bottom lane. Just for Murky, that's quite alright though. Hammer continuing to push you in the top lane. She might get a little bit of pressure right there on the enemy team. The main thing we want to do is get a kill on this Zagara if we can. However, Asmodan in a really bad spot. Let's go ahead and slow him down. Tons of damage going out. We avoid them all. We're going to go ahead and throw that down. Tons of damage going out. We put the laser down, and he does at the very least pick up the kill on Aspen and begins to do a little bit of damage on Murky. Can we get any more damage on him? It looks like he's out of range of the laser, so we're pretty much done and out of this fight. We do pick up 3 kills for 2, one of those being Murky, though, so enemy team definitely getting the upper hand. However, on the upper side, on the top lane, Hammer continued to push this. It looks like now 19,000 damage for Thrall. We're at 20,000 damage, because I guess our laser is still killing Murky. But Siege-wise, Hammer's at 63,000, Gasso at 64,000, and our Abby at 37. I don't know what Abby's doing, but those stats, man, do not look great. It looks like the next 3 off of the game is spawning here in the top lane, and we'll be there momentarily. The enemy team getting a little bit of momentum, 16 kills to 3. It looks like they're going to be fine. Illidan saying let them get it. I'm okay with that. We can sort of slow down and make sure that this Hammer doesn't die as she's being chased severely by Murky, but the enemy team should be able to get that with not many issues. So we'll just let them secure 1 tribute. It's not a big deal. We don't get a curse, and we can sort of reposition ourselves. The main thing we got to be worried about, though, is if they decide to go for a boss after this. That would be really devastating. Let's go ahead and just help this Thrall do damage right here to these guys, and then we'll worry about it in a moment. But if they decide to go for the boss, it doesn't look like they did to. That would have been a really bad move because we were pretty spread out and out of position, and that would have been a big play on their part. It looks like they don't, and now we'll go ahead and pick up a kill on Gasol if we can. If me and Thrall can secure this kill and the guys in the middle can hold, this is a big deal for the friendly team. We're going to be in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and engage there as quickly as possible. Engaging, let's go ahead and move out of the way. We do secure that, and now we throw a grenade out that way. Oh, really close, but it looks like the lightning was too much. We pick up the kill on Gasol. The next tribute is here on the top as well. This is pretty good, and we have yet another mule in the top lane. This is looking pretty good for the friendly team. I see all the damage he did will get reverted momentarily. We're in a pretty good spot. Let's go ahead and pick up some more damage right there on Murky. Just trying to slow him down as best we can. And then just pick up a kill really quickly right there, and then move out of the way. We're going to put the laser down, hit that on Lunara, pick up that first aid, luring her. The bait was severe, and she thought it was all good, but it wasn't. Let's go ahead and pick up that stone shield for the second time, just in case. Murky's going to take a lot of damage right here, going to get picked up. We're going to walk away because Asphodon is a pretty scary sight. As soon as we get a good position, we might flank here. Great engagement right there onto Zagara. We're going to go ahead and pick up more damage on Murky, forcing the bubble yet again. And then just doing a little bit of damage there to get rid of him. Let's go ahead and grab the tribute as the friendly team chases. It looks like Asphodon goes down as well. They find Murky's egg, which is a big deal if people help him. This should be a big deal right here. We can get the kill. Looks like they do take down Murky. The egg gets taken down, and now we should be able to go for the boss for free if the friendly team rotates here in a moment. We really don't have any tanks, though. I don't know if I can take this guy to the face. All right, fine. It looks like I will. Popping that stone skin just to get a little bit of damage going, and then the moment that is done, we're going to back away casually, asking for assistance, making sure we don't get pushed back. I'm going to need to walk away, though, because I'm taking too much damage. It looks like Thrall nor Illidan interested in getting that boss, and me and Hammer are going to be forced to go home. We didn't even get an Abathur hat. That's the severe that was. And it looks like the friendly team just... Oh, well, I mean, that's a decent move, I guess. Stealing Giants. Could have gotten 2 bosses, but, you know, I'm not complaining. I'm fine. All right, let's go back to the top lane and help him out. I think Lunara is in a good spot to slow him down. Zagara there as well. They might get mod. And this is one of those things where if we play it right, we might be able to pick up the enemy team as they begin to chase. Good Gravitron Bomb. However, no follow-up mine, and the enemy team in a pretty bad spot right there as they're getting engaged from the back lane. They're going to be able to pick up the kill on Lunara right here. Yes, we do. And then we're going to try to do as much damage as we can. Let's go ahead and pop up that first aid and just be aggressive as we chase. The enemy team doing a good job of trading 1 for 1, and now we're going to walk away casually. No need to fight for this anymore. We have some Giants in the bottom lane, of course. Hammer should be able to get away as she's already disengaged, but she continues to throw napalm, which is a good thing. He's stalling them, making sure she can take a lot of damage, and we should be able to grab this tribute for the second one. Excuse me, for the second one of the out of the 3 we need. And that's one might dunk on me. That is definitely a possibility. There it is. I am gonna walk away. I need a little bit of help. The friendly team not really getting where I need to go, so I'm just gonna hide in the bush for now. I'm actually gonna put the laser right here, trying to get some damage going. It looks like a great engagement right there from Illidan. We're going to go ahead and chase this Aspen. He's going to take a lot of damage, and the grenade is real. We secure the kill. The laser in the back there doing a lot of damage to Gaslo. It looks like we're going to be able to pop the W. Try to get as aggressively as we can, but of course we land in that mine. Pretty close stuff. Let's go ahead and throw a grenade. We pick up the kill on Zagara. Very close. We do eventually go down to some collateral damage there. I think it was the Murlocs, but we do secure the kill on Murky. Now the chase is in full effect. The Shadow Illidan from Abathur doing a good job of chasing the enemy Lunara, slowing her down. Here comes the Chain Lightning, and it looks like she is going to stay alive by the skin of her teeth, barely hanging in there. Now finally Hammer, can he grab this tribute? It looks like Thrall doing a good job of blocking. The enemy team might go around the other way, but the friendly team seems to have secured it for now. We have control of the map, still maintaining this lead. However, The enemy team, oh, never mind. I thought they were getting a little bit closer together. 5 kills to 25. Doesn't quite seem that way. 30,000 damage for Thrall. We're at 28,000, 31,000 for the enemy Zagara. So we're pretty competitive, especially for not having played Tychus in such a long time. I thought the grenade build was way better than the Q build. At least looks like the slow really compensates for that. Generally speaking, we fall off on the top end, but we seem to be doing fine, so that's fine. We have died twice. We're going to try to not die anymore, because twice is a long time. It's a lot of time, so let's go ahead and wait for the respawn here momentarily. The enemy team looking to be great hunt there by Illidan. Does he get away? The Gravitron Bomb is wasted, and tons of damage. Illidan gets away with pretty much full health. The enemy team completely throwing out some cooldowns there, and this is going to come back to haunt them in the team fight because we're going super aggressive. Can we get a slowdown? It doesn't look like we need to, so we're going to go super aggressive on Zagara. We do get slowed down eventually, but not a big deal, though. We get taken down there, and we pick up the kill on Lunara as well. 2 seconds so we can go forward, and we do pick up the kill on him as well. And then we're popping the first aid and the second thing. Here comes the laser right there on Gaslow. It looks like he's going to get away at the end, but that's quite alright, though. We're just going to go here and clear this out, making sure we clear out the lane. And Hammer now in a lot of trouble, trying to stay behind, gets taken down. We're going to go for the next tribute if we can. Murky is the only thing still alive, I believe. So we're going to go aggressively right here, trying to slow him down a little bit. Throwing out a little bit of damage right there, and then popping that Q. As soon as he's out of the bubble, though, he's going to die. There's really not much else he can do. Just taking a ton of damage to clear it out. And it looks like Gas is trying to poke us there with his little laser. He's going to get taken down. Tons of napalm, and of course Thrall as well. And finally Hammer with the long-range shot picks up the kill. And now we have yet another curse. Are we going to grab the boss now? Are we going to do the responsible thing, or we're going to go for a keep? It looks like we're just going for a keep. Let's go ahead and do just that. Picking up more laser drill damage at level 20 just because we can. I don't really know if anything else was more responsible. I'm very low on health. Abathur being crazy. So I'm actually just going to back home and make sure I top off. It looks like Thrall getting away with it, Abathur getting away with it. And now we have a little bit of pressure in the bottom lane from Mercs and a little bit of pressure in the middle lane from Mercs, as well as a ton of minions. Look at this Abby push. That's insane. We should be able to do whatever we want. Great hunt across the map from Illidan. The global hunt reach pays off. He picks up a kill on Lunara, and now Thrall taking care of Murky right there. Might as well rejoin our friends here momentarily. He should be able to take that guy down. There we go. And now Illidan getting chased. First aid is real. However, the Hunter Killer doing a lot of damage. He's going to be forced to get out of here. Zagara jumping in the last second. Can Asmodon get a hunt? It looks like they're going to get punished severely and almost get taken down there by the friendly team. If she continues to hang out here, this would be a big deal, though. Go ahead and engage right there on Asmodon. Big engagement. Throwing out the grenade on the backside, popping that first aid, making sure we're doing as much damage as we can. We do secure the kill finally. And for now, we're going to go ahead and pop this guy here and just begin to kill a tower, because why not? I don't see why not. It looks like Abathur gets away with it, gets away from Murky, and we're going to put a little bit more pressure on this guy. Clear out the top lane, continue this aggressive push. It looks like our laser is still within range, but can't quite see. He will continue to clear out some minions, though. Let's go ahead and throw grenades right there and do as much damage as we can. The moment he's back, though, he's going to die. Let's go ahead and just clear out Murky one more time. I think his egg is somewhere in this vicinity. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. If we can pick up the egg, that would be a big kill, because, of course, that would mean that we get more time on target. It looks like, actually, I don't know where he went. The egg might not be as close as I thought it was. There it is. Is right there. We do finally pick it up, thanks to Thrall. Murky backing up already. And it looks like for the team in a good spot here to pick up the boss. Let's go ahead and help them out, as is the responsible thing to do. We haven't used Stone Skin quite yet. I feel like I should. I've forgotten about that cooldown, so next time we're in a team fight, I'll try to make sure to remember that we have it and hopefully do something cool with it, like not dying, perhaps. We are going to go to secure a boss, and now might be a good time to push for the enemy boss as well. Of course, that's the last remaining keep they have on the top lane. The enemy team likely going to have to defend it, so they might let us have the bottom boss for free. However, Gas, though, in a pretty bad spot with Zagara. Can we pick up a double kill right now between myself and Hammer? We're going to try to engage. This is the important thing. Let's make sure we try to engage as best as possible. Try to do as much damage as we can. Popping both of our cooldowns down. Great hunt. Almost picks up the kill right there. We do secure the kill on Zagara, and we actually secure the kill on Gas at the last second. I die to a bomb. Was it something there? But it was like one person for two. Big pickup. The friendly team should be able to grab this boss. I don't regret a thing. I think we're doing quite alright. Of course, this boss is going to likely pick up a kill on this keep. And this is going to put us in a pretty good spot to win the game right now, as the enemy team struggling to keep up, struggling to react. Finally, that level 20 kicking in, but it really does not feel like it's enough, as they're super behind. This Abathur now putting the incredible pressure on the top lane. Of course, they're going to have to deal with that nonsense while the friendly team gets a free boss on the bottom. And they still don't have enough tributes to even get a curse. So the only answer for them right now would be to wipe the friendly team and trade a couple forts and then wipe us again and then trade keeps, because they really can't keep us dead enough for them to really do that. They can't keep us dead long enough for them to do anything, and the friendly team doing a good job of capitalizing on these wins. I think for now they're going to be content with just going back, making sure we do a little bit of poke damage, and then grabbing these tributes. However, pushing with the boss might be a legitimate strategy, but Hammer, the only person down here, might get caught out of position, gets a little bit of damage. Will she be able to get away? It looks like he's going to trade here with Lunara. Tons of damage done. The first aid was real. The napalm max range almost picks up the kill. It looks like she does actually get it. That was pretty savage. Hammer doing a good job of being super annoying. The enemy team finally whittling down this boss. They get him down, but the core down to 90% health. And Hammer's still sitting there poking, doing a good job of being aggravating. And now we're just going to go with all the minions and all the things and try to do as much damage as we can. The main thing we want to do is put the laser right here. Select that laser right there and do a ton of damage as we walk away here momentarily. Doing a lot of damage to this Murky. He's going to finally come back. It looks like we are going to go down eventually. But the friendly team in a pretty awkward spot. We definitely want to make sure we go aggressive if we can. Let's go ahead and avoid that maul. Getting out of the way of that. Picking up the first aid. Going super aggressive right here on Gas. He's taking a lot of damage. Let's go ahead and throw the grenade. We interrupt the laser. Pick up the kill. Go super aggressive right here on Zagara and try to trade. But that's all she wrote. The core is dead. 36 kills to 9. 42,000 damage. My name is Al. I hope you enjoyed that video. And I will see you all next time.